Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen, this is Jace, and we've been giving you some videos on our T4 Volkswagen Westfalia California exclusive, which we've had for about 18 years. Travelling many and varied, from long weekends away through to a fortnight summer holidays, and culminating in 18 months living out of this beautiful van. And we're just going to spend a little bit of time talking today about final loading for our upcoming trip to Scandinavia. Thanks to those of you that have been watching and subscribing and liking our videos. It means the absolute world to us. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you've learned something or just enjoyed it, please do consider giving us a subscribe. It really does mean the world to us, so thank you in advance. Okay, so this is the size of the problem today. We've brought everything out to the van, and now we've got to try and stow it. So here you go. Now we've got food shopping, we've got clothes, we've got towels. Yeah, I mean, I know some people might go away with their van looking like that. We try not to. Your call, of course. But yeah, so you're going to see whether I can fit all of that in a T4 camper. Let's go. Okay, so all of this, all these bags is food of one sort or another. Now we are going to Scandinavia, so the continent. We're fully aware of all the rules around what we're allowed to take in and out. There's no fresh dairy, meat, bread, etc, etc. It's all kind of tinned pastas and things like that, which is completely fine. So yeah, this is going to be van fill. See if we can do it. So there we have it, that's everything safely stowed away. Couple of little hacks for you there. A huge amount of recycling just by taking out your chewy bars from the boxes and getting rid of them in the usual manner at home before you go. In terms of these bits, so kitchen roll, toilet roll, we've got a few up in the cupboard, and then we'll put those underneath the seat bed. Anyone that's got this configuration van knows that you've got the rock and roll bed here, massive amount of storage underneath, which we tend to put under there, things that we don't need very much. It is sensible to keep the weight down because you're moving it every night you set the bed up, so don't put your back out, so things like that are absolutely perfect under there. Just to give you a little walk around and show you what I've done. So most of it is sort of in this area here, so in the cupboards. Cupboard's nice and full now, and then the wardrobe, we use the wardrobe a lot for this sort of thing, so nicely stowed there. The really useful boxes, you'll see they fit lovely underneath on the shelf there. Now we can usually get 4 of the slightly larger size ones and then 2 of the thin ones at the bottom. We tend to use those for extra food, electrics, that sort of thing. That's all fit in nice and safely. And then I'll show you the other cupboard, which is probably a little bit more jammed, but bear in mind we're going to Scandinavia, food's pricey there, so that's why there's quite so much on board. So yeah, this is how this cupboard looks. You can see it's quite busy in there. I can probably say for a fact I'll probably spend the first week or so being a bit annoyed about how much stuff is in there, but it's always worth it in the end. You know, we like what we like, and you can't always get what you like in foreign countries, as they say. Yeah, so that's sort of loaded food wise. We'll come back in a little bit and see about the clothes. Catch you later.
So that's the inside pretty much done. So I'm now going to attempt to get all the canoe related paraphernalia, outdoor cooker, outdoor twig stove, pump, water shoes, life jackets, electrical connections, water containers, trolley for the canoe and everything, all in the Omni Store back box. So let's see how that goes. So there you have it then. It all goes in there. It's not like it's the first time I've done it, admittedly, but it's nice to show you that if you actually get organised and you actually have a place for everything and everything in its place, it actually makes life so much easier rather than having to scrabble around wondering where's this going to go, where's that going to go. I hate falling over stuff, basically. I like everything just to slot in where it should and still have a little bit of room for a few odds and sods. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. I mean, those Omni boxes for a van this size, like I said before, they make a massive difference to how much you can realistically take with you. And then when we get the bike rack folded down and we get a couple of bikes on there and a few other bits and pieces, like I say, the oars aren't actually with the canoe there at the moment, so but they only strap to the bike rack anyway, so it's not really a biggie. But mustn't forget to pack them for the trip.
So the final piece of the packing jigsaw is the clothing, and as you saw from the stills I've put in, we basically exploded our wardrobe and then got that all packed into a couple of packing cubes, 2 each. The ones we use are from Kathmandu. We've had them many years and we find it's a really space efficient way of holding quite a lot of clothing items in the van. As we mentioned, we're going to Scandinavia, so we don't really know compete any weathers really, so we're packing for all eventualities, from swimmers right through to woolly hats and jumpers. We find that those cubes are a really good way of keeping everything nice and tidy, and it fits super well in the wardrobe. So if I show you here, so this is the shelf for the middle part of the wardrobe. We've put an additional shelf in here, so the really useful boxes sit and you can get 4 these big size ones and then 2 of the slim ones underneath, and then the cubes sit lovely on top. So we've got 2 long ones each and 2 double-sided, and that's everything we need for probably about a fortnight really. That's about as much as you can expect to get into a camper like this. And then we obviously have our underwear as well, which we tend to use in the cubbies. But yeah, it all fits nicely. And then I've also added our towels to the proceedings as well. So we put our shower towels on a little rack here, and they can dry nicely on there. We've got a couple of floor mats and the usual tea towels, etc. And the all-important sun hats, they live up here, which is always quite cool when they've entered the van, because you know that an adventure is imminent. So there we have it. That's our packing prep pretty much done. Food's on board, all the clothing's on board, all the bits and pieces you've seen in the back box. It's really only those last minute items to load when we get to departure day. This is how we like to travel generally. So the floor area will always try and be pretty clear, and mainly that's because when we stop for lunch, that sort of thing, we like to be able to pull the table out, get a brew, make a sandwich, whatever, and move around the van normally. And that tends to be our plan. In terms of what we're doing, so I think I've mentioned about 55 times now, we're heading to Scandinavia. The start of the trip is actually, we're going to the Air Tattoo at Fairford to start with, and then down to Folkestone, crossing over on the tunnel, driving then up through France, Belgium, Germany, Denmark. I think I missed out Holland as well.
You did, yeah, sorry Holland.
Sorry Holland. And then we're getting the boat from Hirtshals in Denmark, top of Denmark, across to Kristiansand in Norway, where we hope to do a bit of a tour of what they call the Norwegian Riviera, the bottom, sort of the southerly point in Norway. We're away for a good chunk of time, so we really hope that if you've enjoyed the series of videos we've done to get to this point, you'll like, subscribe and join us for the journey. You can expect more of the same, inane ramblings probably, bits of the van, hopefully some stunning scenery, hopefully the weather will be kind to us, certainly for the boat crossing. Not a big fan of boats, so fingers crossed for that one. Anyway, yeah, please do like and subscribe. It means the world that people are enjoying our content and enjoying our little adventures. Like I say, we've got quite a lot of experience behind us in kind of camper vanning. We did live in this van for 18 months, so pretty much what we've got on board and the way we set it up is what works for us. Hopefully that'll give you some ideas for your adventures. So do come along. Jexiters, adventure imminent. So there we have it.
Sorry.
Packing.
Sorry, got a scratch. I don't know. Note to self. Jexiters. Adventure is imminent. But don't say it like that, but that's Jen's
With my
tagline.
outro.
Adventure is imminent. Jexiters. Adventure is imminent. Adventure is...
Imminent. Right, that'll do. Got that right.